Beat, did you know I'm so fancy? You already know.
Oh, it's over here.
I know it. What is up, you guys? It is a crappy weather day here in the Dallas. It's cold, it's rainy, it's windy. Just put it over here. Okay. Sup, y'all, sup, y'all, sup, 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 y'all. Okay, go lay down like the big bear. You know it. So, today I'm going to review this new resin by Just Resin. It is called DiamondCote, and it says heat is not required to remove air bubbles. Go big bear. I think you're right, Wendy. I think the bad weather is basically all over the whole earth. So, Just Resin is in the room. If you guys have any questions that aren't like listed on this bottle, I'm gonna have to refer to Natasha to answer. Well, okay, you want to come up here and say hi real quick? Who wants to say hi? Okay. Are you done? Are you good? That's it, B?
What? I don't know what you want me to do, but what do you mean to do?
I don't know. Come on, let's get down. Come here. Oh, it's a big boy. Oh, yes, I know. So, it's cold and snowing sideways in Boise. My sister used to live like an hour outside of Boise. She used to live in Mountain Home. Anyways, so this is DiamondCote. It's 70 minutes working time at 25 degrees Celsius. She did not translate that to me into Fahrenheits. Heat is not required to remove air bubbles. 12-hour cure time, full cure 7 days. Weather temp to be used in, she translated that 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 104 Fahrenheit. So you can use this all the time. We're we're not in that range. We're about 10 degrees off, but I think it'll be fine. It's not that cold, obviously, in here. Ugh. Go lay down, Moose. So, hey y'all. Heat resistant up to 50 degrees Celsius or 122 Fahrenheit at 3-week cure. Still in testing, so that may actually be higher. Super high gloss, maxed out the gloss meter, so that's awesome. I'm gonna test this in 2 ways. I'm gonna do an actual piece on our awesome cradle board. I don't know about UV, Roxy, but Just Resin is in here and they'll be able to answer anything about yellowing and UV for you guys. I want to go to the slopes beyond. I'm jealous. And I'm also going to use this as a top, because I'm probably going to end up using some heat on this piece, because I do that to manipulate my artwork. But I'm going to do a clear coat on some coasters that I did recently with alcohol ink. I already sealed them in with the I can never say it right. The spray varnish that seals stuff in. I've already done that, so they're good to go for a resin layer. Also, y'all, I found out what I can do with my extra like resin overflow. I made a flower. What? What? Actually, I made most of a flower. I ran out of resin. So if you guys want to see a tutorial on resin roses, let me know. As with any epoxy, we do recommend to install out of direct sunlight. Well, that's regular.
No!
He wants to.
No!
Okay.
And oh. No!
Me and you are gonna fight, B. We're gonna arm wrestle. Right, Angie? I do need some leftover green resin for the leaves. So yeah, I will do a quick tutorial on how to do resin roses maybe tomorrow. Well, that was way too rough. That's what she said.
It's like 60 grit. You could look at that and know that that's way too rough.
Okay. All right then. Sulu, I got your email and I responded to it. I will look up what kind of tattoo pins I would recommend. Okay. What's up, Living Expressions Art? Glad to have you back. Oh, thank you, Jade. Are you coming to our workshop in Adelaide? Ocean. We're getting a lot of ocean lately. Super pumped about that. Hey, Dorian. Right then. Let's get this experiment on the road. I need a cup. Cup, check. So, what's wrong?
This logo is just huge.
We do have a few spots left for those classes, you guys, so don't forget to sign up if you are in Australia for our Aussie Takeover Part 2. Okay, this is a 1-to-1 resin. It's A and B, and I'll tell you from the initial look of it, it's about the same like thickness and consistency as like DiamondCote, in that the part B is thin and part A is like cold honey. I should have put these in a hot water bath before this, but I didn't, so we're gonna do this regular. Tonight I'm going to use some not usual colors.
This red.
It's on your hand.
Uh-oh. It's very dirty.
No, tonight I'm not using DiamondCote. I'm doing a review on this DiamondCote. I've been looking forward to it since Just Resin said they were going to come out with a revised resin. It's always good to try a lot of new things, even when you have a favorite thing, because that way you can truly have like all of the knowledge about all the things. I think that's true for a lot of things. Even like when people get into arguments, you need to know both sides of every argument to have. I don't know, I just picked them up. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. This is really thin. That's unfortunate. There isn't that much of a smell. It's a slight smell, but it's not overbearing in the least. Also, I do not recommend putting your nose in any resin. I just do it to let you guys know what's up. Lisa says, hi, Jeff. Hoping it's a little...
No.
Hello.
Hoping it's a little more affordable. I'm not sure what the price point is on these yet, but as soon as I know, you'll know. It is a 1-to-1. Bloop. I'm making 10 ounces because this is a 20-inch round, and I plan on using some of the clear to coat my...
That's good.
Coasters. Well, it just slightly went over 5 down here, so. So, pricing will be competitive. So, good. The working time says 70 minutes. And I'm sure that's 70 minutes under ideal conditions, which it's not in our neck of the woods today because it's raining, so there's humidity in the air, and it's cold.
It's cold. I want to use this chameleon sometime.
Hi, Janice. Thanks for tuning in. It looks a little yellow, or is it just the camera? The part B is slightly yellow, but that's actually pretty normal for the B to amber just slightly. The key is that when you mix the two parts together, it should clear up. And it is. I have Stone Coat that does that. I know Promarine has that issue. It's nothing to be concerned about. Unless you mix the two parts together and then it's still a little bit of an amber color, that would be some concern. Jade says, I aspire to be doing what you guys are doing one day. I've always loved art and being creative, but never did anything with resin. Resin's a great medium to work with because you don't really have to have any formal training or like art school to do it. It's something with a lot of practice you can pick up. So the thing is, it can get expensive, but if you have the means, it's definitely worth it.
I could just picture Jen, if it was real life, like she would just run in here, like, hey, like waving her arms around.
Like, I'm here, and then storms off.
Like just yelling.
Takes a shot.
Can't stay long. Popping in for a few, and then she's just out.
Takes a shot and then bolts. How do you find the part A viscosity? Part A is rather thick. It's like cold honey. Hi, Moose. My hands have resin on them. I can't pick you up. But since part B is really thin, it really evens out when you mix the two together. There are some death bubbles, but I'm kind of vigorously mixing, so just try not to breathe them. Maybe I'll just slow down my mixing. With all resins, you want to scrape the sides and the bottom and your stir stick to ensure that you have both part A and part B fully incorporated into each other. Well, I'm glad you're here, Dawn. It doesn't say how long to mix the two parts together on the bottles, but rule of thumb is about 3 minutes till like you don't see like the swirls of the two parts mixing together. And I don't see that right now. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit more. It's always better to overmix than undermix, for sure.
Oh, sure.
Vamp says, I've done that in bars, Jeff. Run in, take a shot, and run out. Hannah just got the round boards in the mail. Love the quality. We're so glad. Jeff and Ray designed those boards, and I think they are brilliant. The boards and Jeff and Ray. Hey, Heather. My phone hates me. That's no good. Hi, Pamela. You didn't miss anything. I always basically mix till my hand cramps and then keep going for, you know, a little bit longer. It was so sad. My first ever resin piece never set up. And so that scarred me for life and taught me a valuable lesson about making sure that...
Scarred you for life.
It did. Every time I mix resin together, I have like flashbacks of the piece that... You remember? I held on to it for like 2 months. I didn't want to let it go. And then eventually Jeff was like, dude, let it go. So I did.
A little bit ridiculous.
So here is my alcohol ink coaster. This one actually I have not spray sealed, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what it does anyways. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing.
Heat gun scarred you for life.
Well, that too. I just have a lot of scars.
Hold it over. Yeah, come this way. There you go. I can move that.
So there are bubbles in here and a glitter random, because why? Herpes of the art world. So I was instructed that you don't have to add heat to get the bubbles out. And so we're gonna let them work their way out on their own. I don't know if you guys, where are you? You're up here.
You're good.
I don't know if you guys can see the little bubbles. There's little air bubbles in there. But they're supposed to just work their little way out. So I'm just going to set this over here, let it live, and we'll see. We'll see how it does without adding any heat. Just Resin's just trying to change the game with their no heat resin.
Yeah, but you could use heat to maybe thin it out a little bit, right? Like, don't you?
You can still use heat to manipulate it, but we're doing a test to see if the bubbles will work their way out on their own without any heat.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now let's mix some colors. Kathy, the new...
Put a little bit in there.
Huh?
Put a little bit of resin in there.
How much do you want?
Just a little bit, just like this much. That's good.
It's DiamondCote by Just Resin. It's their brand new resin, and it's supposed to not require heat to remove air bubbles. So we're doing tests and workability tests today.
Can you give me a small stick? Just a...
Maybe.
Is there not any over there? Sorry, y'all. I didn't know she had to walk over there. I see one. I guess I thought that was them, but it's not.
Sherry, it is 70 minutes working time, 12-hour cure time, full cure after 7 days. Heat resistant up to 122 Fahrenheit, 3-week cure, still in testing though, maybe higher, super high gloss, UV resistant. So, I'm gonna make some red, some Breakfast at Tiffany's, some gold, and some whites. And I have some left over. So I had to get a new breakfast at Tiffany's because I'm out somehow. Julie, I did not say what price point it is. I'm not sure about that yet. But I will know something about that like in the next couple of days. I love breakfast at Tiffany's. It's so Tiffany. Where did my red go? There it is.
Oh, this color. Glitter.
And Just Resin should have their glitters in this coming week, which means I should have mine in the next like 10 days, hopefully-ish. As soon as they get theirs in, I'll be putting a big order in so I don't run out again. I know, Vamp. I just love these colors together. I don't even know where my fascination with teal and red together came from, but I'm telling you.
Well, it's funny because I've been into the 3D look too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You guys go buy our sticker with the 3D glasses. You'll love it.
Rusty wants to see.
It's fun for about.
We can ship early this week, Erica. Okay, good. Let me know so I can put my order in like ASAP. Jeff, Rusty wants to see what you're playing with.
Oh, I put some of this chameleon cayenne red, green chameleon paint powder in some resin. And then I just sprinkled some of this Just Resin amazing.
That's emerald
green. It's like a teal green. It's more green than teal, but I put it at the bottom and then put the resin over the top of it. I think I need to like.
Is it really possible to not run out of glitter? Okay, so I ordered what I thought, you know, I would need with the glitters until like my next round of orders. Turns out I ran out first day, and so I'm gonna try to order appropriately this time. Rusty wants to see it, that what you're working on.
Oh, Rusty, it's just a mold, my skull mold. I can't tilt it or it'll spill out, so.
Just Resin, I would love to see Jeff and Erica do a review of your FX resin for advanced pourers, says Sour Cream. Is the Just Resin Bright Gold supposed to be a bit chunky? I love it and it works perfect, but not as runny smooth as the others. Some resin, some Just Resin colors are thinner than others. They're working on their formula right now, but if you put some heat on it, it should get those little chunks out. Janice. Do y'all have skull molds available?
We don't. I don't even remember where I got these. I'm pretty sure I got them on Amazon.
Actually, will you pull up Amazon and look? Because someone asked me to link those and I forgot.
How do you do that?
Just click, just do Internet Explorer. That way this one can stay here. That E down there on the bottom. Just the E on the bottom.
Okay, let me.
Oh.
Over there.
Hmm?
Alright, so now what?
Type in Amazon affiliate. I'm so excited about this color palette. Y'all don't even know. The flat skull one came from Michael's. What's that, Misty? You might have to log in with Chrome because it has the login already. Just take this screen. I don't need it. Well, yeah, just take that one. So I'm putting a thin layer of clear down, as I do usually, because no.
All right, now what?
Type in whatever you're searching for right here. So it so far is good workability, just as an initial observation. There's no smell. Also, don't try that at home. Should not breathe in resin fumes.
There's full like 3D.
I think they want to know where you got that flat one specifically, but it may have been just a Halloween edition thing from Michael's.
Yeah.
So yeah, it moves nicely. It is cold here, so I'm gonna end up using some heat. Just thin it out and make it more workable slightly. Just Resin's asking if Jeff heated the skull.
No, I didn't touch it.
No. There are some bubbles.
It looks like
forming.
it. Should I? Because it might be a little thick. Like.
Yeah, I don't know how thick you can pour.
It's about
this.
A half inch, maybe a little less.
So, and the reason why I put a clear down usually is so that when I go to maneuver my tinted resin, it doesn't just skirt and stop where I put it. Putting a thin layer of clear down helps your resin flow more easily across the surface. Heather has a spray paint buzz. So, let's get this painting started.
There's quite a few molds. But a lot of them are just single, like single skulls, or they're those 3D ones with the different hats and stuff, which are pretty cool.
Don't we? Oh.
We did, but I lost the skull part.
Oh.
I don't understand how I could lose a skull part. Here's one piece skull.
That looks a lot like the one.
And you know you can make your own.
You could do just a layer of white, and we've done that before. It's just for this piece I chose to go clear because I wanted to see how the bubbles move and adjust and pop and things. Get some rest, Jen. Thank you, Janice. Jeff, cool. Let's see how it goes. It's a coating resin, but interested to see how casting with no heat works. Maybe try one with heat and one without.
Yeah, I'll leave that if you need. I didn't mess with it.
Ever worry about Moo breathing that in? Well, fumes tend to rise, and Moo is really close to the ground.
He never just hangs out right here.
He's never. Sometimes he's in the corner. Usually he goes and hangs out in our closet. So I'm really not concerned. If something bothers Cujo, he's out of here, and he hasn't left. So. I'm gonna add a drop of Stone Coat.
This ought to be interesting. I wish it wasn't raining.
Comfortably numb said, last time I rubbed something that big, white, and round, she yelled, get away from me, and stop touching me. So the gold is just Resin's bright gold powder. Thank you, Terry.
You know it's going to look good if you...
Right, 71.
This is such a dull white, and this is so bright that you're going to definitely be able to tell the difference.
Jeff, can you do one casting with heat and one without? If I have any leftover resin. Is the JR powder very different results to the paste in bright gold? I think so. I think the bright gold powder has more floating particulates to me.
Particulates?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Particulates?
Don't judge me, sir. Okay, you can't judge me. Okay, so I am adding some heat to this, even though the bubbles will pop without it. I'm adding heat because I need to thin the resin out to do my design work, and it's really cold here. I can tell you already there's not that many bubbles in the piece.
Just resin. What I'll do is I'll just mix up some clear and just do a whole clear skull. I'll make sure to mark it with heat, without heat.
E-Science, don't judge. Jeff, can you get rid of the camera view on the right so we can see the full piece?
Yeah, I'll do it.
This red is so like thick and vibrant and opaque.
Look at it. Gold.
Mm-hmm. If I put a little more heat on it, it'll really pop up.
That's crazy. Alright, what do we have here? Sorry, y'all. What are they? Oh, I see. I'll give them.
I will say it's great workability. Is that the word I said a second ago?
Mm-hmm. It looks like a very colorful, like Asian kanji, like a letter, like how they.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Dry spot right there.
Thanks, B.
I'm gonna mix up some anyway, so I'll put some right there because I think that's really thin. I need some gloves. Thank you.
Welcome. Leslie, I didn't see your question. Um, 71 Girl Panic. Those are our swipey papers. I have them on the website, but you can definitely make them yourself with like freezer paper. Mine just come pre-made if you don't feel like dealing with it. Excuse me. Still not over this cough yet, y'all. Moo hairs.
I wonder how that got in there.
JJ, it's a great red.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best. Like it's so bright and so opaque, and it just
Love this part.
You guys, this is like smooth as glass. Like this is great. This resin looks like you guys got yourself a product here.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I love. I love how you can tell the difference between the
and then
board
there's
and
that
the white.
shadow under it. This gold has that fleck in it. Love it. That moves well, even though I didn't add that much heat to it. Wendy, the red is Red by Just Resin. And I think I'm gonna leave it. What do you think, B?
I think so.
Valerie.
Right. So what I'll do, I'm gonna put, so I didn't put any fire. Can you guys see my, kinda.
I'm gonna take this just 1 second. Will you get a video?
No, I didn't get that, but let's
Just want to post a true color video so you can see all the floating gold. I think so, Rusty. We'll probably be carrying it if at all possible. Thank you, Clara. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, it's already all on the surface. It's up there. Thank you, Mary. You know what's great about this red is even though I used it with a lot of white, it didn't pink on me, really.
Yeah, like that was what I was really surprised about when I did my dragon. Good job, good job.
Thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna put this in our dust-free zone.
All right. Okay, look out, Moo. I don't want to run you over. It's funny. One of the first purchase things we got for the studio when we lived upstairs and ate something. What was it? It was a dental tray. It was like a tray, and I still have it in my studio area over there, with a long neck. And then wheels. It looks like a fork on the bottom, so you can push it underneath the table so a dentist can use it. We bought it for like $5, and then we bought a bunch of these. 4 of these guys. She sold them for us for like $100 for 4 of them, which was amazing. And I always worry about running him over. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put. I didn't put any heat on this, and you guys, those bubbles are like almost all gone. So I'm gonna do a clear one on this side too.
I gotta be honest, I didn't think those would disappear because they're always there, you know?
Yeah.
Heather, the gold is just Resin's bright gold powder. Moo, wait.
So I'm gonna do one. I'll leave that, and then I'll hit this one with some heat. But I want to mix some of these.
I don't know how you guys stay so clean. I get resin all over myself.
She does a good job at not staying clean.
I practice. I just want to scoop it. That's my quick version of a dustpan pour. See how I did that? Just transferred like a boss. Like a lady boss.
I'm gonna put some.
Lady Gemologist, this is just Resin's brand new resin. It is DiamondCote.
Big stuff. Oh my gosh. You guys, I mean, I don't even...
That's Prince.
Look at that. And we're out of that?
Mm-hmm. Ran out of that in
Sorry,
the halo
y'all.
super quick.
I'm gonna load that up. Oh, this can be my Joker skull. Oh, that was way too much. Oh, when has there ever been way too much glitter?
Mm-hmm.
I better put a little way too much in here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do,
Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Miss Sanders. You guys, I've never seen a color like Prince Purple before. And back when I first got into arting full time, I was the glitter lady. Everything I did had glitter on it almost. Back when I quit my grown-up job to do this full time.
all right, these ones we'll hit all the heat on these ones.
Okay. Sherry, we have a ring light and our lighting is a struggle daily.
Yeah. I'm very picky about how it looks, so
She's asking what overhead lighting we have.
we got some I'll show you. I have a whole new package I got. 'Cause I'm gonna put them throughout the whole studio.
Does he even have any? Yes. I don't know if that'll look good with this though. We're gonna see. What? Is that those up there? No, it's heat lighting.
I just saw him. Like I just Joe. He walks right in the way.
He thinks you're gonna get that mask, I think. Moose, come here. Moo! Simmer. Cujo, come here. He's just got a problem today. Mike, when you ask what I use for my coasters, are you like the base? Like what kind of tiles am I using? Did you guys even hear him rev up when he does his little... He's a very serious little boy right now for some reason. Cujo? Moo.
Stop it.
Thank you, Clara. Sorry, y'all. I can't see every question, but please shoot me an email.
They're right here somewhere. I don't understand how I can. It's a brand new box. I just got it.
Hi, Mara. Mike, I just get these from like Home Depot, or you could probably get them from Lowe's. They're just regular 4x4 tiles.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know where they went. I'm probably looking right at them. Let me put heat on these. I'm just gonna put just resin. I'm just gonna put heat on these 3 right here.
What you got in
It's
here?
a clear, and then what do you call it? Some glitter. I'm using the torch so that I can be pretty specific on where that heat goes.
Well said, B. I think it's gonna be good.
I think so too. Can we a close up before? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Hold on, let me see. I need like a board. This is really difficult to pick up when it has all this resin in it.
Must use all of the resin. A board? Just use this thing.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry for the movement. Sorry, you guys. Oh, that's why. This is very... I apologize, you guys. So you can see the...
Don't move the mold. Where's Lucy? She's stuck to the front of the computer.
God, I'm sorry. It's just not gonna stay. It's slowly. I don't know why that. But y'all can see. Oof, watch out, Joe. You get stepped on, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I heated up. This is heat, heat, heat. No heat on this side.
Right.
Let me get a light. I'm sure I can put this light on here.
That Prince is just losing its brain. It's falling. It is falling.
Well, yeah, I know it's backwards, so yeah. These I put the heat on Prince. I'm gonna call these the Jokers. The Joker clear, and then there's Joker Chameleon clear with no heat on any of those. And you could see them popping.
That's so funny. Just Resin just asked if you could see the bubbles popping.
Was that if you could see or people could see? Because you could see them.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. All right, let me put you on something different while I hold on, baby.
So, that's that. What? You want to come up here?
What is this?
Come here.
Why is that so dark over there? Oh, God, that's weird.
Come here. Ugh. Holly, it's a great resin. We will see how it turns out tomorrow. Why are you breathing so hard?
I want to go eat some crab legs.
Sally probably can, but I'm not gonna add any other elements to this experiment. We'll test other ways to pop the bubbles after we do this baseline experiment. Right, Vamp? You can come snuggle him. You come over and march. Jeff, one more thing.
Sí, which means yes in Spanish.
Oh, you all blowed. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ow.
I know.
That hurt you.
It's good stuff. Sour cream for sure, for sure. We'll be negotiating with Just Resin and seeing what the cost would be. And put it out there like that. Could you please video with your phone the castings and pop on Facebook for us to see a little clearer?
Yeah.
Valerie, he always has a mootude, don't you? You have a mootude? You just have a mootude? Know it? Oh, thank you, Phyllis. Cujo's definitely a furry little family member. Jeff's going to record the little bitty baby bubbles popping for the Facebook group so that you guys can see a close-up of that. Hello, Marcia. He always looks like he's smiling. I'm pretty sure he's always happy boy, even when he has a mootude. Don't you? Know it. Leslie, Just Resin, what is the reduced working time for North QLD in high humidity? Actually, I just woke up from a nap, Pamela. That's probably why I look a little bit tired. So I haven't been on a date night with Jeff in a couple weeks now because I wasn't feeling well. So we're going to go do the crab thing tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some knowledge and like the piece.
Okay. Just Resin, you're gonna love this video.
It almost looks like it's simmering.
Yeah.
Bye, Ocean. Thanks for stopping in. Cherry. Thanks, you guys. It's our pleasure, Just Resin. Thank you so much for trusting us with your amazing products. Hi, Mike. I got your email. The class times are 2 and 12, respectively, I believe. But I will forward you the official class information this coming week, with directions and where to park and all that. I'm new to doing resin art. What advice can you give me for a beginner? Make too much resin instead of not enough. Make sure you mix your resin completely and create a dust-free zone. My top 3s. Oh, use quality products as well. I will, Miasa. I will give Moo a big kiss from you. Thank you, Cryptic. It's not crawfish season, Heather, or I would. Anyways, you guys, read all these things. If you want behind the scenes, look at our life, check out our Snapchats. Join us on Facebook at ATD's Poor People for the inside scoop on contests and giveaways, and if we change our live time and all that stuff. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email, thornton@artistilldeath.com. 2 T's, 2 L's. Be kind to one another. You never know what someone may be going through, and a smile goes a long way to help everybody, even yourself. Fake it till you make it, as they say.
As they say.
as they say. We will be live tomorrow, but it may be early. I can't remember why, but I'll post in the group.
It's Sunday. We always kind of go randomly.
Yeah, I'll post in the group and let you guys know for sure.
I just posted that video, Natasha. It should take about 2 or 3 minutes. I posted the whole piece and the bubbles popping one.
So yeah, we'll see y'all mañana. Bye.
I said bye.